Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a quick look at two popular stocks. The first one we're going to take a quick look at is Sofi. This one yesterday went up 13.45%. The second one we're going to take a quick look at is Draftkings, and yesterday this one went up 2.02%. So in today's episode, I want to take a quick look at what happened, why stock prices are up, and I also just want to share my overall thoughts. If this is your first time here, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to check out the pinned comment where I have 10 free stock ideas for you right now. So let's get started. So Sofi, like I mentioned, right, up 13.45%. Congratulations to all Sofi holders, because this one has been pretty I want to say volatile, right? I mean, these 14s, 15s has seemed to be a strong area for Sofi, and we can see from the bottom out in August 17th, stock price is up 33.75%. So congratulations. But then we can see from its 52-week high, the stock has seen definitely better days. It's down about 28.67. So for those that are not familiar with Sofi, they're pretty much this online financial service, Sofi.com, which has numerous products, right? Like Sofi Money, Sofi Credit Card, Sofi Relay, Sofi Invest, student loan refinancing, personal loans, home loans, private student loans, and other things for small business financing. So it's definitely a pretty cool consumer financial market. So the reason the stock price went up yesterday is we had Morgan Stanley initiate coverage of Sofi Technologies with an overweight rating and a $25 price target. So this is not the first time Sofi has kind of received this kind of strong rating price target. Earlier on September 22nd of 2021, Jeffrey starts Sofi Technologies at a buy with a $25 price target as well, right? So we're seeing definitely some big analysts coming out for Sofi with strong price targets. In a bit, we'll look at why they believe, or why Morgan Stanley analyst believes that the Sofi's $25 price target is still, I want to say, it is possible within the next 12 months. But first, I do want to mention, if you are a Sofi holder, remember Wednesday, November 10th of 2021 is the next earnings for quarter 3 of 2021. And let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do a video on it. Even though I don't have Sofi in my portfolio, it's one I follow numerously, and I always get a lot of questions about it, so I try to keep up to date with it.
Do you want 10 free stock picks right now? Well, if you do, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor, a great reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys for free. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. Go to fool.com/Jose to get your free 10 stock picks now.
Analyst believes that this is the fastest growth story in the consumer finance. They mention how lending is the toughest part of consumer finance, as you need to understand credit and deliver excellent customer services, right? We have numerous lending platforms out there, and I don't think any of them have a loyal consumer base like Sofi. And the reason is exactly why this analyst mentions. The reward is higher customer loyalty when you help solve their cash flow problem and leave them with more money in their pocket. This lending first model generates customer leads for Sofi's other services. So Sofi first starts off by kind of giving forms of lending for student loans, for personal loans, and then they're able to collect data on the person. They're also able to kind of cross-sell them in the future. Hey, this person has great credit. They might be a great candidate for maybe another personal loan. They might be a great candidate for a home mortgage loan. They might be a great candidate for us to send them a link to our online application where they can invest, for our credit card. And a consumer who has had positive experience with Sofi will then continue to go and use their other services and kind of create more money for the company. Another thing that they believe is the strong growth is the student loan refinance, right? The previous years, because of COVID, especially here in the United States, I'm not sure how it's been anywhere else, but in the United States, we haven't had to pay interest on student loans. So for those that are making money from interest, have lost that form of revenue to some extent. This is expected to end in January of this upcoming year, and this is expected to be a huge bump up on SoFi, and as well as kids kind of continue to go back to look for new student loans. It's gonna go back for SoFi to be back at pre-COVID levels. Another boost that she sees, the analyst, is the final approval of its pending application for a federal bank charter. So a federal bank charter will allow SoFi to have a little bit less, I want to say, we'll be able to have more competitive interest rates in certain markets. We'll also be able to have a higher limit of loans and financial products that it can give out based on its balance sheet. So this is definitely a huge growth for SoFi. I can see why investors are excited about this company. The final thing I wanted to talk about was on September 30th of 2021. So a few weeks ago, not even about 2 weeks ago, SoFi Technology Price upsized their private offering of 1.1 billion convertible senior notes. And the initial conversion rate will be 44.6 common shares per $1,000 of principal amount of the notes, which is equivalent to an initial conversion price of about $22.41 per share. So we can see this is a lot higher than the stock price at right now. The other thing that we're seeing is the company's plans to use these proceeds to kind of pay some cap call transactions. They're also going to use the remaining for your typical general purposes operations. So pretty interesting there. Congratulations again to all SoFi holders. Now let's take a quick look at Draftkings. Draftkings right now, like I mentioned, has also seen better years, right? From its 52-week high closing, the stock is down about 32%. It ended the day up 2%, and for similar reasons, Draftkings had a price target from Citigroup come out and give it a rating of $66, with the current price right now at $48.88. So again, we're coming to see the analysts kind of being a little bit more bullish on Draftkings. I personally do own Draftkings, and I believe this is one of the leaders in the sports betting market. And I want to say one of the biggest innovators in this market that is driving new consumers into their products. For example, one important way, just like how we saw SoFi deals well with driving customer base, we can see Draftkings, one of their most recent things besides their Draftkings casinos, besides their expanding into new states, is their Draftkings marketplace. And this Draftkings marketplace is pretty much an online digital collectible of NFTs. And even if it wasn't, I think just the digital collectibles of highly known sports figures drives new people to come into Draftkings marketplace. Then this allows Draftkings to collect information and allow them to cross-sell to other platforms, to their casino, to maybe their sportsbook, or to their daily fantasy. For example, later today, Rob Gronkowski is going to come out with his NFT, with his official NFT here in Draftkings. So they've already had big names like Tom Brady, Mr. Bolt, for example, Tony Hawk, I know was here too. I believe Tiger Woods might have had one. Tiger Woods was also in here, Tony Hawk. So a nice amount of high-profile figures in the sports world are working with Draftkings. Another thing that we saw is Draftkings on October 4th of 2021. They did announce that they are expanding their second largest office in USA, and it's going to be in Las Vegas. You normally don't see a company expand much, especially I want to say in physical real estate, unless they're really seeing that huge growth in the market and seeing huge growth in their workforce. So this could be seen as a huge bullish sign that Draftkings needs many more people to work to continue to grow at the pace it's growing. Now I want to take a quick look at these companies' charts just to see where they're at. So let's start off with SoFi. So SoFi right now with current price targets might be a bit overextended. That doesn't mean the stock price is gonna go down, but it just tells me, hey, there's a little bit more risk at it right now compared to when the stock price was in the mid and lower 15s. If we take a quick look at Draftkings, to my opinion, is kind of showing the other way around. So Draftkings right now has definitely taken a huge beating after announcing the proposal of acquiring a company for over $20 billion, which is a lot of money. Since then, stock price has really dropped down. Right now it's sitting, I want to say, at a strong volume area right now in the $48. This, I believe, is a great dollar cost average. For me, the best entry would be in the low 40s, around 42s. But right now, I am dollar cost averaging over time. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.